Ashtar, Darknet Takedown. Reverential peace, I am Commander Ashtar Sharon. My beloveds, I have come to give you a brief overview of some of the operations we have been carrying out. As we always tell you, we are very active, working closely with the White Hats, and with our entire team, on the ground on special missions in the liberation process. We have a large team, highly trained in many areas. We have conducted extensive intelligence work with the help of the White Hats assigned to government positions, key positions in matrix institutions. We have a large operation and extensive intelligence assistance in all institutions, in all governments, and in all key institutions, including the Vatican. We have agents working in intelligence work. We have already, my beloveds, destroyed several bunkers, several special places, where large satanic rituals and diabolical practices were carried out, where major celebrities performed grand child sacrifices. The entire dark cabal, all black Freemasonry, Jesuits, where all those organic portals, soulless, merciless beings, were doing the unimaginable. We have dismantled several places in Europe, where these demonic practices are carried out. We continue working, my beloved. The dark forces are now greatly diminished. Fewer and fewer are reaching their minimum expression. We are going after the big leaders, who are still in charge. We are working on that, we are removing the filth, we are eliminating these dark practices. No more suffering. We have also had high intelligence operations in Mexico, with the assistance of the White Hats. We have dismantled several child trafficking tunnels, not only for adrenochrome, but also for organ trafficking, and all the satanic, evil rituals where these energies are placed. There in Mexico, we have also seized large quantities of drugs from the leaders, and the distribution network, we have them all under the orders of the White Hats. Beloved ones, you won't see this news on television, because they are all protecting themselves, and all are protected by their own governments, and by the government of darkness. Everything is one great network, my beloveds, nothing is disconnected, all the evil they possess. They all hide from each other, they support each other with the sole purpose of harming humanity. But we, in the interest of finally freeing the planet from these rituals and all these diabolical practices, continue to fight and free them. Everything is very advanced, my beloveds, time is running out. I also want to give you some information, a call to be alert. Master Lady Nada once spoke to you about not allowing the chips they intend to install in people. They are chips purely for control, to interfere with your neural field and keep you always connected and controlled. Perhaps for many, with the issue of inoculations during the last pandemic, it was a requirement to get them. But now the large corporations in European countries want to be the first to impose this requirement. They will have you under their control, you will lose your free will. I call upon all children of father and mother, all beings of light who do not allow themselves to be installed under these chips. They will practically take away your soul, or rather, they will lose it to graft it, and place it at the service of great artificial intelligences. My beloveds, this darkness, this cabal, gives you no chance. Before you flee, it will try to do the greatest harm to humanity. Just as many resisted getting vaccinated, resist now, my beloveds. I speak to you from the heart. We know their intentions and what they are planning. As I told you, we have our representatives in all institutions. All the information and everything they do to humanity will soon come to light. At the level of health, such a precious gift for all beings, there are those who want to annihilate them, turn them into organic portals like they are, connect them through chips to artificial intelligence. My beloved, I tell you, courage and strength, it is preferable that you lose your jobs at the company or institution that requires it than to lose your soul, your freedom, your independence, and your divine status. I say goodbye. Question. And regarding the cloning laboratories, do they still exist? Cloning has already ended, it was an agreement, there are still some secret laboratories that do it. But those who were cloned, there is no more cloning. That's over. All the cloning laboratories were dismantled. You see that all the clones are dying, they are no longer replaceable, no renewal. You've seen So many clones, the big public figures are all cloned. Each one had like 5 clones. All that is gone. They're fading away, they've been dying. Of course, they won't make that public, but we know it. You were able to see the images of the much-hyped Pope, who was a clone who died. But the pontiff, as they call him, had already died before, and they put the clone in, and the clone also died, so all the clones will disintegrate. You agree, Emmanuel? Let's close now. I'll say goodbye. As for the rest, regarding the planetary situation, Sananda, Lady Nada, everyone has already commented on the planetary situation in general, all the threats we face from the Nemesis star system. It's not really a threat, it's cyclical, and this is how this end of the cycle must be fulfilled. Every day we are advancing further toward the liberation of this planet, little by little. What remains is practically nothing. I always say to everyone, prepare yourselves, because very difficult situations are coming for the planet, and for all of humanity. But we always remain fully attentive, fully supportive, and helpful to humanity, especially to all the children of Father and Mother Adonai. Here we go, everyone prepared internally, and also at the level of their basic needs. I say goodbye. I am Commander Ashtar Shuran, reverential peace. Emmanuel and Pastor Servium. I am integrating a higher frequency of my I Am presence. In deep reverence and gratitude I go within to the divinity of my heart flame. I slowly breathe in and out in unison with my Father, Mother God, the entire company of heaven, the elemental kingdom, and the all life belonging to, or serving Mother Earth at this time. I am my I Am presence, and I am one with the I Am presence of every person on earth. Through the power of my spoken word, I command God's unformed primal light substance, from the very core of creation, to tangibly manifest my heart-based intentions, invocations, decrees, meditations, and prayers here and now. In the name of the almighty presence of God, I am, and through the full power of the I Am presence, and the threefold flame pulsating in every heart, I speak directly to the divine intelligence within every electron of precious life energy existing in my earthly bodies, and the earthly bodies of humanity, the elemental kingdom and Mother Earth. Blessed electrons, through the power of God, I Am, I command that the white light of purity, the violet light of cosmic forgiveness, and the opal light of transfiguration now expand, and expand, continuously and permanently, within your core of purity. I decree that all of the shadows cloaking these electrons now be cast into this divine light. As the vibratory rate of each electron quickens, I witness every cloak of darkness being instantaneously transmuted back into light. All shadows created by humanity's misuse of our precious gift of life are being instantly purified, forgiven, and transfigured. Every rate of vibration which is causing any form of limitation in my life, or in the world, is being raised into the heart-based frequencies of the patterns of perfection for the fifth-dimensional crystalline solar new earth. From this moment forth, through the grace of God, and my I Am presence, I am experiencing the blazing white light of purity, the violet light of cosmic forgiveness, and the opal light of transfiguration perpetually expanding within the core of purity, in every electron of precious life energy on earth. I accept, and know that through the command of every person's I Am presence, this purification is being God victoriously accomplished through all dimensions, all time frames, and all levels of consciousness. Now, all is in readiness. Through an activity of unprecedented divine grace from our Father, Mother God, every person's I Am presence will now integrate a higher frequency of its multidimensional presence into the cellular structures of our earthly bodies. On the holy breath I am now receiving through the collective cup of humanity's consciousness the highest frequency of light I am capable of experiencing at this moment. This exquisite light will allow me to gently integrate a higher frequency of my I Am presence than I have ever been able to experience into every cell of my earthly bodies. With this knowing, I go within to the divinity of my heart flame. I realize that I have successfully walked through the challenges of my earthly experiences into the glory of a new day filled with the full gathered momentum of heaven on earth. Victory is mine. Victory is mine. Victory is mine. The obsolete patterns of separation and duality from the old earth have been dismantled and are in the process of being transmuted back into light. This has cleared the way for our Father Mother God to infuse the earth with brand new patterns of comprehensive divine love which are reclaiming this planet. This unfathomable frequency of divine love is creating the space for each person's I Am presence to take full dominion of our earthly bodies at a much higher frequency. As I breathe in and out deeply and rhythmically, the integration of this higher frequency of my I Am presence begins to gently occur within me at an atomic, cellular level. Every electron, every atom, every subatomic particle and wave of my physical, etheric, mental and emotional bodies, and all the spaces in between the atoms and molecules of these bodies joyously receives and assimilates the new multidimensional fifth-dimensional crystalline solar light of my I Am presence. As this occurs, my thoughts, words, feelings, and actions begin to reflect the divine love, oneness, harmony, peace, and balance of God. This transfiguration is changing my physical reality into the love-based perfection of the new earth. This is a unique gift, a sacred opportunity, and it is being presented to every person on earth, right here and right now. I contemplate this truth and, as this sacred knowledge resonates within me, my heart flame begins to expand and expand. Instantaneously, I am lifted into higher frequencies of the fifth-dimensional crystalline solar light, in the realms of illumined truth. My feet are planted firmly on earth. Simultaneously, I am consciously aware of my Father Mother God and the entire company of heaven, because we are one, and there is no separation. I am a God being of resplendent light, now realizing the fullness of that light, on every level of my being. As I am lifted up, all life is lifted up with me. Therefore, I know that within my I Am presence, I am now all of humanity standing forth, and realizing that we are all expressions of the children of God. This means we are beloved and empowered God beings in every realm of consciousness, and that all our Father Mother God have is ours. With a higher integration of our I Am presences, we are now able to liberate in new ways our Father Mother God's light in every physical and chemical interaction within our earthly bodies. This is healing and recalibrating all of the energy bonds within atoms and between atoms to the vibrational frequency of God's infinite physical perfection. This divine wisdom contains everything necessary to set straight the orbit, spin, and electronic charge of every cell, atom, and electron of life on Earth. All energy bonds within the atomic realm are now accelerating in vibration toward the frequency of infinite physical perfection. Every cell of life is now receiving and assimilating the sacred knowledge encoded within our I Am presence and our recently recalibrated fifth-dimensional crystalline solar strands of DNA. Every person's I Am presence is now liberating the sacred knowledge within our fifth-dimensional DNA into every interaction within humanity and all of the energy bonds therein. These interactions include the relationships of all people, all organizations, all races, all religions, and all nations. All of these interactions are now being transfigured into the harmony of a higher order of being, greatly expanding the influence of humanity's I Am presence on Earth. Now, through my fifth-dimensional DNA, I am receiving clearly the divine promptings, ideas, and concepts of my I Am presence. I know now that I am a living, light-filled temple of invincible perfection, expressing my true state of enlightened Christ consciousness as well as vibrant health, infinite abundance, eternal youth, divine love, truth, and abounding joy. I am now an I Am presence tangibly manifesting on Earth with every breath I take. I gently return my consciousness to the room. I become aware of my earthly bodies, and, as I breathe in and out slowly and deeply, I allow the higher frequencies from my I Am presence to be assimilated at a cellular level into my physical, etheric, mental and emotional bodies. I revel in the bliss of this moment on Earth. And I am grateful, I am grateful, I am eternally grateful. Beloved Father Mother God, all that is I am. And so it is. Beloved, I am that I am. Dear one, with infinite love I look forward to being with you next week. God bless you. Patricia, Cota, Robles. Mother Mary, I see your tears. I am Mother Mary and I love you. I see your tears. I even feel them. Well, if you are sad, you should cry, and let your tears flow down. Don't hold your tears inside, allow them to be free. I will today speak about power. What is power? For me, power is great and based on love. When you don't hurt anyone, even if you have the power in your hands. Those on earth that hold guns in their hands and hurt and kill the innocent as children. Mothers, women, men, disabled, the old, this is not a good power to me. It is murder, it is genocide. Being strong, and instead choosing to do good with that energy, that is the real power. That is a good power. So if you are strong, and feel powerful, feel in your heart, how you use that energy. Did you know, that there are invisible beings that collect tears? They heal them after they have collected them, with love. Your tears are being healed right now. You see, water is holy. Every drop of tear is holy. The water is loved, and so are you. And did you know that every tear glimmers, like a dewdrop in the early morning? In a green petal, in the forever green fields of heaven? Did you know, that this green meadow, is called the Valley of Tears? In the sunlight the tears are being healed, and then after a while they will be watered to new flowers that grow, and bloom in this particular valley, and it is one of the most beautiful places to visit. But you live on earth and you live in a world, that have a lot of power, but it is used in the wrong way. And it is not only the wrong way, it is the old way. The new way is the way of peace, to use power to create peaceful life for all on earth. You have energy, you have power, you have your unique kind of power. Feel, and think about how you can create peace. First, begin with the inside of you, and then outside of you, and then integrate this power of peace with loving, caring people in your close community. I see your tears when you are sad. But I also see your tears of joy, when you feel true love in your heart. No matter of what kind of tears you cry, now is the time to make peace, by using your own power, your energy. You have a voice. Use it. Sing. Talk. Scream even. Many have forgotten about their own power, and that they have a voice of their own. They just walk in a seemingly never-ending tunnel, standing in a line, actually sleeping, and if you sing a love song, they might hear you, and awaken. Everybody needs to awaken now. No more tunnel living in the dark. When you awaken you notice that you are loved, that is the first thing you will be aware of, and that is of the highest importance. So please dear friend make all the beautiful noise of peace that you need, beating all the drums of peace and love, and help people to awaken all around you. This is not the time to be silent. And I am with you, all the way, for nothing is more important than love and compassion for all life on earth. I love you. Mother Mary. The Pleiadian Council of Light, this has never before been witnessed, in the cosmos. Greetings beloved ones, we are the Pleiadian Council of Light. It is wonderful to connect with you. Thank you for this transmission. As we observe the human race, we witness that the split in human consciousness is becoming increasingly more pronounced. As a significant number of individuals are actively stepping into their inherent divine power and tapping into their inner knowing. This awakening brings forth a profound sense of inspiration into one's life. You gain foresight, and a driving ambition, that propels you to move forward, and actively participate in the creation of your new earth. This new paradigm you are experiencing is characterized by higher vibrations, greater connection to the universal energies, and a deep-seated desire to explore the limitless possibilities that lie beyond the confines of current societal norms and illusions. In stark contrast, however, a considerable segment of humanity finds itself entrenched in a polar opposite state of being. These individuals are experiencing a profound lack of creativity, and are gripped by fear, which prevents them from venturing beyond the illusions that have long governed their lives. This fear manifests as feelings of regret, and an increasing presence of negative vibrations that permeate their existence. They cling tightly to the status quo, desperately fighting to maintain a fading illusion that no longer serves them, or the greater good. Their vision is clouded by the chaos and destruction unfolding around them, leading to a cycle of despair that further distances them from the transformative energies that others are embracing. The divergence in experiences and perceptions is a natural aspect of the evolutionary process of souls, as some are far more advanced spiritually than others. However, what sets this moment apart in universal history is the unprecedented collective ascent of humanity, occurring simultaneously while still in physical form. This phenomenon is remarkable, as it signifies a unique transformation on a scale never before witnessed in the cosmos. As humanity navigates this pivotal transition, the anticipation from your star families grows ever stronger. They are keenly aware of the potential that lies within each individual and the collective, recognizing that humanity serves as a catalyst for the future of all third-dimensional civilizations throughout the universe. Each of you who find yourselves at the forefront of this awakening are, in essence, the masters returning home. You are embodying the lessons learned through countless lifetimes and experiences, integrating wisdom that transcends the physical realm. As you embrace your true essence and step into your power, you become beacons of light for others, guiding them through the shadows of their fears and illusions. Your journey is not just about personal transformation, it is a vital part of a larger tapestry that weaves together the destinies of all beings across dimensions. As this collective journey unfolds, the potential for a harmonious existence rooted in love, creativity, and unity becomes increasingly tangible. The contrast between those who are awakening and those who resist change serves as a powerful reminder of the choices available to each individual. The path of light and empowerment beckons, inviting all to shed the limitations of fear and embrace the boundless possibilities that await. In this time of profound transformation, the call to rise above the chaos and step into a new reality resonates deeply, urging humanity to move forward with courage and conviction. The future is bright, and it is shaped by the choices made in the present moment. We love you, and are here with you. We are the Pleiadian Council of Light. Pleiadians of Alcyone. Kryon, Indigos leadership. Greetings dear ones. I am Kryon of Magnetic Service. How are you doing with all of that light that was just given to you? I want to tell you a story. It's a story actually about some of you. We'd like to rewind the clock to 1999. There was a woman named Nancy Tappy. She had a very unusual gift. She could set colors around certain individual personality types. This gift was documented, and the doctor said she had something called synesthesia, a strange wiring of the brain that allowed these kinds of things. So she started giving seminars. She could see the colors of the various personality types in the audience. She could help those who were trying to get together with partners for the best colors to join with. It also had some spiritual bonding as well. And then suddenly she saw another color. She saw a color that had not existed before in her work, and she saw it around children. No adults. So she realized a new color was coming and a new kind of human was being born. She did this up to 10 years before 1999, but in 1999 my partner discovered her. And this is when I told him do a book and show what is happening. A new human is coming. The book was called The Indigo Children. Many people related to this, saw it instantly. This was like their kids. The children were not smarter, but they were wiser. They knew what to do before being told what was wise, or not wise. And because of that, they reacted poorly to those who were trying to tell them what to do. Many of them were hyperactive as well. Many of them were frustrated at dysfunctional systems. These wise young children saw the dysfunction of the public school system. It was frustrating to be in a place where they were told to do something that made no sense. And so there was rebellion among them. There were those who decided not to participate at all. So the medical system of the day decided that these children were broken. Most of them received a kind of drug that would create a little more peace in the family. The initials AD and ADHD were then born. You hadn't heard of these before, the Indigo Children. I channeled about them back then, and told my partner they were important. that there was a reason back then that they were being born, so then when they reached adults they would start to be able to do wise things. One of them is to change the school system. Suddenly the children were the principals and the teachers, and then they could start making changes to the system from the inside. But mainly, dear ones, it's the wisdom factor that we wanted. The Indigos recognize the wisdom of kindness and compassion. They cannot be trained in dysfunctional things that were systems that told them things were a certain way. The Indigos would say, no, I don't think they are. Spiritual common sense started with them, and many of them right now are starting to run for office in politics. You might say they are seed children, and they are now adults, some of them adults in their 40s and 50s. These would be the early Indigos. Today many Indigos are being born just naturally from Indigos. It truly is an altered kind of human. Listen to me, you look around the room, and you might see the average age of those who are interested in attending a conference like this. What if I told you that many young people are starting to be interested in these very things? There is something called social media, where anyone can get a microphone and a camera and say what they say, and people are either interested or they're not. One of the phenomena in my partner's country is very interesting. Young people are starting to have podcasts, where they invite others to listen to them, and the subjects they are discussing are exactly the ones in this conference yesterday and today. And many of them are in their 20s and 30s, and most of them are Indigos. This is the way of it for the future. And it was seen in 1999 and published. This is part of a light that is starting to show up on this planet. Let me ask you a question. In the past you've seen your leadership come, and it always seems to be the same. The template is the template, and whether they are from another place, they all do kind of the same thing, but the Indigos, they have another template. Watch for them. You will see them with the compassion they have, with the new ideas and common sense they have. That is part of the future that I'm talking about. They are all over the world, dear ones. This is going to create more of a fast track to the improvements that you're seeing and wanting to see. The Indigos will play a major part in what is coming. That means they're everywhere. They're not just light workers. Many don't want anything to do with esoterics. It won't matter because built into their DNA is compassion and wisdom and kindness. It will change the way corporations operate, the way politics will operate, and voters will see it right away. Can you imagine a candidate to vote for who never says a bad word about their opposition? Who might even honestly make a statement that their opposition is quite good, that they have good ideas too, but of course they'll say, I have a better one. Gone is the day where there will be fights between oppositions in politics. A new paradigm is coming for many things because of this. It's the next step. An Indigo leader will never create a war. They are far wiser than that. Instead, they all want to create trade. It helps their country and the other one far more than conquering. You see, dear ones, that is called wisdom. You will see elements of mastery start to begin, and these are the new humans that are coming. There are so many areas where you are going to see change, even including the church. You would think the church will never embrace anything but the doctrine that they teach. However, what is it that the church clings to the most? A beautiful, compassionate master. And when the Indigos start to be the priests or the nuns, they will be drawn to the love of God and that compassion and kindness of the master. And that's what will change the church from the inside, so it is no longer stale. It may come alive with a new idea, a non-punishing God who loves you. There are many things you do not expect on the way. And some things instead of going away will actually then change instead. Are you ready for this? Let me tell you what Guillermo says. It must come from the inside of you. If you're afraid of the doom of the planet, you are blocking the good things that are before you. Fear blocks light. Are you afraid? What are you blocking? Do you think some other things might be possible for you to do? 4 years ago we started another kind of meditation, because right now the veil is thinning. More of soul energy is starting to be part of you. Soul energy is compassion of the masters. Those masters who walked the earth were so transparent with the veil. It's almost like pieces of the divine were walking around as masters. That's what happens when the veil starts to thin out. Part of what you will receive that is different is soul energy, that is sacred. It's delivered right to the 24th pair of chromosomes in your DNA and part of what makes you the new human. So this particular meditation takes advantage of that. How would you like to take a trip to your soul? This entire meditation has a name. It's called the Circle of 12. 12 represents the structure of the universe, not 12 masters. The circle represents the now of eternity. That is at the core of your soul. We'd like to begin that now, and we'll start again with Monica. Source: arrayofflight.com. The other videos are in the English video playlist. Help me spread the light, click like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.